Hello and welcome back to the channel. Is karma finally coming for Ezra Miller? Well, it seems like that may be the case. So without further ado, let's get into this story. Now, this is a rumor. Ezra Miller reportedly being replaced as the Flash no matter what now. He is out, and I have a theory as to why this is. So without further ado, let's get into the story. Facing up to 26 years behind bars definitely isn't helping him, and doesn't seem to be helping his chances. But no matter what, which way a jury or a judge rules, it seems like troubled actor Ezra Miller is done altogether as Barry Allen after The Flash reaches theaters. That is what Twitter user and scooper My Time to Shine Hello, among others, has been saying consistently based on, well, allegedly inside information. Now, I don't have proof that this individual has inside information, so again, you have to take this with a grain of salt. The account's latest tweet on the matter claims Ezra is getting replaced post-Flash movie. No matter what, it's just the way it is. Warner Brothers Discovery is done with him. A month ago, a tweet making a declaration along similar lines was sent by the scooper, which read, "Not sure if good news or bad news, that's up to you, but I hear Ezra Miller is done as the Flash, no matter what happens. Miller is not coming back." Now, these aren't claims that are coming from nowhere or being made in a vacuum. They are presaged by frequent rumors and industry reports that Miller is basically too much of a headache for Warner Brothers Discovery to handle. Now, allegedly after David Zaslav and Discovery took over, there was a shouting match at a board meeting where the directors present wanted to shelve The Flash and figure out what to do about Miller. The scoop was first shared by @UndercoverSyn, well, who claimed Zaslav got outvoted on Tuesday with regards to the Ezra situation. The majority of the WB Discovery Board wanted to indefinitely shelve The Flash, but Zaslav was against it, so he called another meeting today, and sounds like there's a shouting match happening right now at WB. YouTuber and film scooper Grace Randolph backed up the claim, declaring, "I'm not sure how true this is regarding specific drama details, but I am hearing that indeed this is it. The moment of truth for The Flash developing story. Hopefully we get an answer regarding its fate soon." Zaslav, however, reportedly likes the film and is a big believer that it can be a win for the studio. So he nixed the proposal to cancel this film. He is also a reported believer that Miller will seek help. The actor has actually sought help. The actor issued an apology also, but it's been taken as disingenuous when it looked like all Miller cared about was losing the role of Barry Allen. And I'm pretty much of the same opinion, that this was pushed only by Miller because he realized that this was his lifestyle on the line. Well, if he loses this role, he'll likely be blacklisted after this, and this could permanently damage his career. Now, in my opinion, the only person at fault for this is, of course, Ezra Miller, so I really don't care, right? This is supposed to be consequence culture, isn't that what they call it, right? So they say this is consequence culture and not cancel culture, and I honestly don't see it as cancel culture because in this case, the person has done a lot of sketchy things, and at the end of the day, continued to get away with it again and again and again. And some of these are real harm. These are terrible things. I mean, choking a woman, allegedly. Throwing a chair at a woman, allegedly. Getting into arguments with people at a karaoke bar, allegedly. Although he did plead out on that one. Now, YouTuber Orange Hat Reviews put it this way: at the time the apology was given, quote, "He doesn't care that he's been running amok for 2 years, menacing women across 4 different countries, but the second his movie is threatened, it's time to buckle up and make some apologies." That's a perfect take on this whole situation. So the big question is, why, after all of this, is Ezra Miller finally out? What was the straw that broke the camel's back? And in my opinion, it was this right here. Ezra Miller pleads not guilty to felony burglary charges. So when we talk about how it doesn't feel authentic, like Ezra Miller's apology is not authentic and not real, and it feels like just an attempt to save face and save his job, then this is why. Ezra Miller had an opportunity to plead to these charges, to probably actually end up maybe serving some time, finding a way to make this work, getting a good plea bargain in. I think he probably could have done that. Now, would that have made people happy? Maybe not, but at least pleading guilty and accepting some punishment, I think would have gone over better. The felony burglary, the break-in, was captured on video. This video has been seen, and honestly, this does not look good for Miller to claim not guilty in this case. Really, Ezra's attorney should have worked hard to get Ezra into a plea deal on this, something that would have been beneficial for him, working in that whole, I'm getting mental health treatment already. I'm already seeking treatment for this. I mean, this could have been played a different way, but no, just to claim that you're not guilty, I don't think that was a good way to go here. And it just seems to signal to everyone, publicly and at Warner Brothers Discovery, that Ezra Miller has not turned over a new leaf, and that these sort of shenanigans could continue. Ezra Miller is not taking responsibility for these reprehensible actions that have taken place over the last several years. This is why I think that this was the straw that broke the camel's back, and that people said, nope, we're done with this guy. We're done. A reputed insider who agrees told Deadline, there is no winning in this war for Warner Brothers. This is an inherited problem for Zaslav, and the hope is that the scandal will remain at a low level before the movie is released, and hope for the best to turn out. Well, between Miller potentially going to jail and The Flash at risk of flopping thanks to bad publicity, smooth sailing seems to be out of reach in this case. Now, do I really think that The Flash is going to flop? No. Honestly, if Zaslav says this is a good movie and that he's committed to making sure it's a first-rate movie to the point of going in and even continuing to do more reshoots, yeah, then I believe him. I think this guy is there to make money. He's not there about the message or any kind of wokeness. He's simply there to make a profit. He's there to please the customers. The customers are the audience. He knows who customers are. He knows who he needs to make happy. And as a result, I think The Flash is at a very low risk of flopping. Even with all of the issues around Miller, this movie won't be coming out until the summer of 2023 now, I believe. So it's basically 9 months away. And in that time, people are going to forget about this story. Sure, it'll probably all come up again, but it's just not going to warrant the pull or the outrage that it did or has over the last several months, over the last 6 months to a year. Honestly, that's how long this has been in the public eye. People, of course, get fatigued with this stuff, and so they're going to move on. People will go see this movie, and I think they'll actually like it. I have faith in what David Zaslav is doing at Warner Brothers, especially considering the turnout for Black Adam this weekend. So I think this is a positive sign for Zaslav, and I just think that The Flash is, whether you like it or not, going to be a successful movie. Now the question is Miller going to be part of any additional movies after that? And honestly, I hope this rumor turns out to be true, because I just don't think these behaviors by Miller will get reined in until there's actual consequences for these actions over the last several years. But again, let me know your thoughts on this in the comments below. What do you think? Is Miller out, or is he going to get more work? You let me know. If you want to continue to smash the narrative and support the channel, then please do click the like, share, and subscribe buttons. We're currently pushing for 1,000 subscribers, closing in on 700. If you're enjoying the content, then please do subscribe because it helps a small channel out. That's all I have for now, and I will see you in the next video. Have a great day.